Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to Elle's Temple. My name is Elle. I'm a goddess guide and tarot reader. And today I am so excited to be bringing you a reading all about what new opportunity is coming through for you. So, really exciting reading. If you're watching this at the time of upload, we're just kicking off Aries season. We had the Aries new moon on the 21st. Of March, and so now is a really potent time as the moon is waxing, leading up to the full moon, to start really stepping into your manifestations. There's a lot going on astrologically, which I'm not going to go into, but it's a really potent time at the moment with the new astrological year that's just started with Aries season. Aries is a sign of like taking action, of it's really that kind of magician energy of like really harnessing all the elements at your disposal to kind of make things happen and like kind of move things, take action on things. It's that kind of emperor energy as well. It's that like, what do I want to grow? What opportunities do I want to step into? So I pulled a card this is from the Goddess Dream Oracle, and the card that we got for today's reading is Opportunity and Expand Your Horizons. So this is it's really apt for Aries season, I feel like, because this is very much about like expanding horizons. We're coming out of our slumber of winter, we're stepping into a new astrological year, and it's a really good time to start looking at how to spread those wings. We've got an eagle here, so this is about taking a bird's eye view of things, not getting too stuck in details or looking at your day-to-day, but really looking at like, how can I expand, how can I have a look at like what opportunities might be on the horizon, and then feeling the energy of those opportunities and then manifesting them. So without further ado, let's pick a goddess card for each pile. So today I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to basically be live shuffling for all of the cards, both tarot and oracle. I haven't even pre-pulled the goddess card, so for some reason I just had a sudden urge, kind of nudge to do a reading, and so this is all very impromptu. So let's have a look at what the piles are going to be. So pile number one, what card have we got for pile one? The goddess card for pile one, please. Oh, we've got two. Okay, I think it's the top one. I'm going to put that one back. So Spider Woman co-creation, beautiful. Okay, so if you're drawn to this card, you will be pile number one. Okay, pile number two. Okay. We have got Goddess Oshun, Generosity. Really gorgeous card. I love this card. It's very golden. So you'll be pile number two if you're drawn to the beautiful Oshun. And pile number three, let's have a look what we've got. Pile number three, claim a goddess card for pile three. Whoa, that is a lot. I'm going to take, okay, maybe that one. We've got Lazy Revelation, card number 28. Okay, so you'll be pile number three if you're drawn to that one. So take a moment, pause the video if you need to connect to each of these beautiful goddess energies and see which goddess is calling you, which one's pulling you in, and she will have a message about an opportunity that is going to be coming for you in the near future. So excited to get into this reading. I'll see you in your pile. Okay, welcome back, pile number one. If you chose the Spider Woman co-creation card, this is going to be your reading. Right away, pile number one, I am getting a super, super powerful energy from you. I feel like there is a manifestation that is like in the process of being woven, that you are kind of co-creating with the universe. I feel like you're really powerful creators. You might be creatives, so you might be some kind of artist or someone who creates something. Maybe you write or you do some kind of creative work or something. It doesn't have to be. It might just be that you're really creative, as a hobby or throughout your job, you bring creativity to it. But you have a sort of creative force energy with that Spider Woman. It's like you know how to kind of weave things together. I'm kind of definitely getting like storyteller vibes, like you know how to weave sort of like elements of different things into a story, for example. Or, that could be even, you could work in marketing, for example, and you just know how to like weave the the right elements of something together to create a story that's really convincing to people, or maybe you're a screenwriter or something like that, or you do something that is like kind of weaving things. Maybe you actually do some sort of textile work, like you actually weave things, but there's this idea of like weaving and creating and being able to kind of co-create things. It's like you get this inspiration from the muse, and then you're able to kind of like take it and weave elements of things together and then like create something. And so there's a big opportunity coming for you to like really co-create something, whether that is a specific like product or art thing, or creation, or like a manifestation that you've been working on. It's like you can co-create that manifestation with the universe. I'm seeing with this, like what I'm getting from the downward pointing triangle is that's symbolic of pointing to the earth element. So I feel like this is something that you are grounding. You are planting it into the earth, and you are grounding into being. We've got also the red color here, which is indicative of the root chakra. And also a kind of browny earthy color behind it, which is like the earth star chakra, which is the chakra beyond, like it's below the earth chakra. So it's like there's something that you're planting, there's something that you're seeding, you're planting it, you're putting it in the earth, and it is going to grow into something tangible, is what I'm picking up for you, pile number 1. Really incredible opportunity. But I feel like it's kind of like you're creating that, like, or you're co-creating that with the universe. It's like you're kind of already in the process of planting something. You already have something that's like, I feel like it's kind of already been seeded within you, like the idea is already there, but it's just a case of like actually grounding it into the earth. So for some of you, doing some kind of earth chakra work might be quite helpful, like actually grounding your energy into the earth through, it could be, I mean, it depends on where you are in the world at the moment and how cold it is. But if it's warm enough, going out onto the earth and like putting your bare feet on the soil and actually earthing so that you're connecting with the earth energy, that is going to really help you ground that energy. Because I feel like you've got a lot of like super duper creative energy. With this card, this goddess has got a lot of like bright energy over her head. It's like you're getting all these kind of cosmic-y downloads, or all this like divine inspiration, or the inspiration from the muse, and it's like there's a need to kind of kind of be the channel for that, like ground that through your body into the earth, so that you can really like powerfully create what it is that you want to create, or what you're being called to create with the universe. So let's take a little bit more, let's have a look at some other cards and have a look at what that might be. Let's see, I'm going to use the Sacred Destiny Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Just give these a quick shuffle. Let's see. Okay. What might be coming in for pile number 1? What is coming in for pile 1? Wow, adventures. Beautiful. So yeah, maybe this is like a trip. Maybe you're taking some kind of adventures, or you're going on some kind of adventure, or being more adventurous with your work in some way, being more adventurous with, like, say if you are an artist, for example, it's like you're pushing the boundaries a bit with what you're creating. You're being asked to be a bit more adventurous around what you do to kind of bring this opportunity in. So there's something around adventures. And also with all this, we've got a waterfall here. So it's like a lot of water flowing. So it's like there's going to be a flow of inspiration that's going to be coming to you. You're going to get a lot of like flood, is what I'm hearing, a flood of ideas coming through, which is really exciting. Let's just see if there's anything else from this deck. Whoa. Wow. Blessings. Amazing. So yeah, blessings are going to come from this co-creation that you are putting together with the universe, whatever you're being called to create. If you follow this flow of ideas, it's going to lead to a lot of blessings for you. And we've got openness. Beautiful. And there's like this beautiful big moon here. So this could be something that at the full moon, you're really able to like channel and harness the moon energy to kind of tap into what it is that you're co-creating, or to tap into the manifestation you're trying to create, or the manifestation you're trying to bring about. Because for some of you, I picked up the co-creation is like something you're actually making, and for others of you, it's like a manifestation you're trying to manifest. So whatever it is, it'll be different for all of you. It is something that during the full moon, this is a potent time that you can like kind of harness that manifestation and tap into that. So however that works for you, there's different things you can do for moon rituals. You could do a vision board around that time. You could do to really like visually connect in. If you're a visual person, you could, especially if you're creative, you could like paint it or design it or something, draw pictures of what it is you're trying to call in. It could be something that you write some, do like a written ritual around the full moon. You write down something, anything you're wanting to release and anything you're wanting to call in, being really open to what the universe might be wanting to bring you. So I sense like not being too rigid about like if you are doing some kind of scripting or you are doing some kind of written ritual, that you're not too like, well, I want, say if it's money, for example, I want the money to come through this channel, like it's got to come through the sale of like this painting, or it's got to come through through my job, or I've got to get a raise, or I've got to XYZ. Like don't be too defined or narrow about how you get the manifestation you're trying to create. Be really open and go with the flow, like with that adventure. Remember, like expand your, and also with the card we had at the very beginning about expanding your horizons, like be open-minded about what the universe might be trying to bring you, because there might be an opportunity that's waiting to come in for you, pile one, that you haven't been open to energetically because you've been kind of too focused on details, or too focused on like, well, I need to just work on this one thing because this is how I'm going to earn money, or this is how I'm going to get my manifestation, or this is how I'm going to be able to like travel, or this is going to be how I'm going to be able to like manifest a partner, or whatever it is that you're trying to create. There's something around needing to kind of like just open the floodgates is what I'm seeing. Like be really open, be really like receptive to whatever the universe is trying to bring in for you there, which is really beautiful energy. So let's see what else. Okay, I'm going to go to the Modern Goddesses Tarot now and get a few tarot cards for you. Let's see. So this is quite a chunky deck, so it has to be shuffled in a bit of a different way. It's too big to shuffle. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like through this season, if you are watching this at the time of upload, you are going to feel really lit up. I'm just been noticing with this Spider Woman, she's got, her eyes are like really, the camera will focus. Her eyes are really lit up. So it's like you're going to go, this part of this opportunity is feeling really like inspired and passionate again, and feeling really like lit up to create things and work on projects that maybe might have been a bit stagnant previously. Whoops, I'm not doing a very good job with this shuffle. It's a little bit of an awkward deck, but let's just see. Okay, get a card for pile one, please, Spirit. Whoa. Wow, beautiful energy. Oh my goodness, I don't think you could ask for a better card. Yeah, this is big energy. This is major arcana. So this opportunity that you're creating, this is like kind of once in a lifetime opportunity, or this is a big life-changing thing, or something that is going to have a bit of an impact on your life. So really incredible energy. I just love this card. This is such a beautiful sun card with all the sunflowers, and she's just in this beautiful gold dress, so it's going to be really golden time. You're going to be really lit up, feel really optimistic, really like inspired. I feel like here she's in this really beautiful receptive zone where her palms are out, like, like shine down on me, like give me the light, like show me the abundance kind of thing. She's really receptive to that like energy coming from the universe. And I feel like you are a little bit connected with it at the moment. We've got this sort of goldy energy around the top of her head, but like I mentioned with the root chakra needing to just ground some of that, I think like once you've been able to ground that idea into the earth and really work on it and be open to manifesting things, like you're just going to see this huge like abundance and blessings. We've got a yellow canary on this card as well, so there's a lot of yellow, which is also linked with the solar plexus. The sun is literally linked to the solar plexus. It's called solar, as in like it's your inner sun, your inner light. Like how are you shining your inner light? So there's a lot around like stepping into your inner power, shining your inner light. There's going to be all this growth, like all these sunflowers are like, you know, growing. So whatever idea you've had, if you can earth it, go with the flow, really use moon energy, you know, it is going to grow for you. It is going to like blossom. It is going to like, kind of like, I'm seeing, because sunflowers sort of, they turn towards the sun. So it's like, it's going to turn your life, this opportunity is going to like turn your life towards the sun, so that you're going to be able to receive so much like warmth and nourishment and like admiration and recognition and, like good feelings and optimism, and just feeling really like happy and joyful about your life, which is, I just love to see that. That is such beautiful energy. Let me just move the camera back a wee bit so we can fit all of this yummy energy in. Here we go. Okay, let's get one more tarot for you. Opportunity is coming in for pile 1. What is this? Where is this opportunity coming in for pile 1? Wow. Oh my goodness. Crone of Pentacles, which is like kind of equivalent to the King of Pentacles. So whatever this is going to bring you abundance financially, like stability wise, security wise, like if it's a house you want, whatever it is that you want, you know, beautiful jewelry, whatever it is, a lovely garden, anything that you want to create is available to you. You are going to be really abundant through this opportunity. Definitely financially, I feel like pile number 1, this creation is going to lead to a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, and a lot of financial abundance. And we've got this beautiful red moon in the sky, which I feel like is really similar to the red that's around this goddess's, the Spider Woman goddess's head here. So yeah, wow, I love that for you. That is so amazing. I'm going to finish off with a couple of cards from, oopsie, sorry to bump the camera there. Let's just turn that back. Okay, I'm going to finish with a couple of cards from Spirit Junkie deck. We have some guidance for pile number 1. Some guidance for pile 1. Try that again. There's some guidance for pile 1, please, Spirit. Some guidance for pile 1. Whoop, there we go. Okay, it's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Yeah, I feel like pile number 1, this is a little bit linked with the message I was saying earlier about the openness and about being open to how blessings might come to you, or how, like, whether it's money you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to manifest, say, investment or financial support, like not being too rigid or like stuck in like looking at sort of your existing say circle or like existing circumstances to be like, oh well, like everyone else who does this kind of thing, like they just get like a loan from the bank, but like the bank won't give me a loan, so I'm can't, you know, like, oh, well, I can't do it, like I'm just not going to be able to do this project, or I'm just not going to be able to, I don't know, buy this house or do this thing or like put this work out there because like I don't have the support in the way that like I've seen other people do it, or like I know logically is the way that people normally do it. And there's a need to kind of like open up, because the universe is trying to flow this abundance to you and bring you things, bring you support. And you can ask different people, because you might find that whatever the support is you're trying to get, like maybe it's a case of doing, if you're some kind of artist or something, or you're creating something, or you're doing some kind of like, charity work or something like that, it might pay to like look at doing like a Kickstarter, for example, or something like that, and actually like ask for support, or even like, you know, start a channel and like put on there like, hey, like I'm just starting this thing, but like I'm new, you know, I'm like, you know, if you feel called to support my work, then like, you know, you can donate here or something. You can have like a little donation page, or, you know, there might be like other ways to like get the support and the like investment or money that you need, if it is like a financial thing, or if it's like emotional support, or like just, you know, like encouragement or something. It's like, you know, ask your community, ask people around you, because it is your guidance is definitely saying it is safe. People actually, you know, if you have this is where like clearing out negative beliefs is really important, because you might have an old unhealthy belief around like, oh, no one supports me, like no one agrees with what I do, like it's not safe to ask other people for help, I've got to do it all on my own. And that's just stories from conditioning or from your upbringing or from experiences you've had in the past. But if you can change that inner story and have like a strong affirmation around like, it is safe to ask for help, people do want to support me, like I do have support from people, the universe wants to support me, then you will be amazed what shows up, pile number one, because there's something you're trying to create that the universe wants to support you with, that is like, it's a co-creation you're going to create with the universe, and it's going to lead to so much joy and happiness for yourself and others, and so much security and stability for yourself. It's like, you don't have to struggle, you don't have to like just do it all on your own, you don't have to just wait, or like, you know, look at like, okay, well, I've got to go down this conventional path because that's how everyone else has done it. It's like, you might get the support through something you just never even in a million years could have conceived of, right? So yeah, beautiful. And then we've got, I love this. The more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world I choose to shine. What was I saying about the inner light and the solar plexus and the sun being linked to the solar plexus chakra? And that's all about shining your light and about like stepping into your inner power and yeah, just like being your true self in the world. So you are being asked to shine. That is your opportunity. You're being asked to step into it, is really, really shine your light. There's just a lot of yellow here with these three cards, a lot of yellow, and then a lot of red. So we've definitely got the root chakra with like grounding things, seeing things show up in the 3D, seeing things in your physical, tangible reality, that any kind of manifestations you've been trying to create, you have the ability to like bring them into in the physical realm. But also this solar plexus chakra of like turning yourself towards the light, like you're like that sunflower that follows the sun. You as the sun moves around throughout the day, as the sunflower, you follow that, and it's like you receive that inner nourishment so that you can like shine your light outwards as well. So yeah, just making sure that you're really honoring that, because there's some opportunity around like really, really shining your light. So wow, I love this energy for you, Power One. Who are you guys and what are you doing? I want to know. If you feel comfortable sharing in the description box, in the comment box below, what you're working on, what co-creation you're working on, whether it's a manifestation or a creative project. I would love to hear, because I think it's really fascinating and I will always reply. I always love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much. That was your reading today, Pile Number One. It was just a little quick check-in to see what opportunities are coming in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I next upload a reading. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to read for you today, and I will see you in the next reading. All my love. Bye. Hi there, Pile Number Two. If you chose the beautiful Oshun and Generosity card, this is going to be a reading. So straight off the bat, Pile Number Two, I feel like the opportunity that is coming in for you, I'm picking up two different messages for different groups, so you'll just have to see which resonates. But for some of you, I'm picking up that the opportunity is for you to be generous and kind of like give some energy, or some, whether it's like, in the form of some kind of monetary energy, or in the form of like your time or your wisdom or knowledge, or like your energy in some way, like your just your presence or your emotional energy. There's something around being generous and like having an opportunity to be generous for others. Maybe you've come into a period of abundance, or you've stepped into a period where you have a little bit of a surplus, or you finally have got to a place where you're quite like strong in yourself in some shape or form, whether that's, like I said, financial or energetically or something, or within your knowledge. I'm getting very strong, like sort of crone energy. So a lot of you might, whether you're older or not, it's not like your human age, it's just you've got that crone, wise old soul energy within you, and you've got a lot of wisdom to share and be generous with. So there's something around like sharing. For others of you, this is more the universe is going to be generous to you. So the opportunity that's coming to you is receiving some kind of generosity, is being like in receptive energy, being able to like kind of tap into this like beautiful golden energy that the universe is trying to give you. So maybe for some of you, if you've been struggling, like say financially, or with some kind of it's not so much security or stability, it's more like receiving, say, reciprocal financial support for like the output that you put out. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, that it's like there's something around self-worth and like not receiving back the energy that you're worth. So there might be some blocks around self-worth or something that you may need to work on. But let's have a look at some other cards for you and see the other guidance as to what that might be. Oops. Yeah, I'm also seeing 40, the number 40 on this card. This might be significant. Some of you might be 40 years old. Hello, if you are. I am also. So that this could be something that now in your 40s, you're going to start like working on a little bit more. Or the number 4 as well. 4s in tarot are to do with like kind of creating foundations and like bedding something in and being like having sort of stability and like kind of creating a good foundation for something. So it might be that some of you, the opportunity, so much energy is coming through. It makes I speed up how I'm speaking and the words don't come out right. Apologies. Let's try that again. So I feel like for some of you, the energy that is coming through is going to allow you to put in place a really strong financial foundation for yourself, that like there's an opportunity to like earn some dollar is what I'm hearing, or like get some get what you're worth, like receive some money and be able to like put a really strong foundation in place for yourself, like create a really strong financial future. So that's really exciting. So pile number 2, can we have some cards for pile 2, what they are? Opportunities are coming in. Illumination. Wow. So something is going to be illuminated for you. Let's see if we can get some more. Wow. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It is suddenly raining really heavily here. So, wow, it's so loud. I wonder if that's coming in on the thing. Illumination and freedom. Sorry. It's just, I feel like the rain is kind of like, I'm getting this vibe of like things are going to rain down on you. It's like you're going to be rained with like abundance is what I'm getting. But yeah, we've got illumination and freedom here. So I think there's going to be some illumination for you. Something's going to come to light. Something's going to be made clear. You can see in this card, there's a lot of like fog, and sort of low cloud, but it's like that's going to clear for you, and you're going to see very clearly how you can create freedom for yourself, so that you can, like, maybe some of you want financial freedom, you want to be like you want to have like a laptop lifestyle is what I'm hearing, or like be like a digital nomad or digital entrepreneur, or just have like location freedom, because maybe you've got like family overseas, or you've got a partner that's a long distance or something like that, or you need to travel for some reason, or you just really love traveling, right? Paldu. So like you might just be at a point in your life, maybe if you are older, like I did pick up a few of you might be a little bit older, and you're just at a point where you're like, I don't have to stay in the same place anymore. Like maybe your kids are grown up or something, and you're like, I want to be free now to fly. I want to fly the nest. I want to, go around the world. I want want freedom. And there's something around the universe is going to be generous towards you. You're going to get some illumination where something's going to become clear about how to do that. And that is the opportunity that's coming to you. So watch out, pile number 2. If you're watching this at the time of upload, Aries season could be very significant for you for how to step into that freedom. We are going through a really big portal at the moment for how to like big time kind of start activating our goals and like visions for the sort of year ahead. So keep an eye out, because that illumination might come through. It might come through in the dream. It might come through when you're like, if you're doing stream of consciousness journaling, if you do a practice of journaling, it could come through a sign, you know, like even like birds, like symbols of like animals. You might see a certain type of bird, or you might see certain signs like words on like even advertising or something. If you live in a city and there's a lot of like, you know, you're at like, I don't know, maybe you live in London or somewhere and there's like tube banner ads and you see like something that's like want freedom or something, and it's like, whoa, and you just start seeing a lot of like signs everywhere around. Like that's guidance from your spirit guides to be like, okay, now is the time. Now is the time to start like taking steps towards this opportunity towards your freedom, to get freedom for yourself. So let's see what else is coming through. I love this for you, pile 2. This is very exciting. Oh my gosh, and fulfillment, freedom and fulfillment. I love that. The 2 F's, very important. Yeah, look at this big juicy peach on here. It's like this new opportunity that you're going to step into is going to be so fulfilling. It's something that's going to fulfill you so much more than what you maybe have been doing. So yeah, there's going to be something's going to be illuminated for sure. And also the moon as well is about like, the full moon is about like illuminating something that's previously been hidden, or something that's been like buried, like maybe in your shadow self. Like you know, there's an element of you that really wants to come out and like be free, but like somehow there's been some kind of conditioning there around like, no, like that's not safe, and you've got to do the conventional path, or you've got to do this type of job, or everyone in our family does this, and you know, and so that part of you that just wants to be free and do this other kind of lifestyle has been really kind of sort of hidden, really, like hidden in the shadows, like pushed away. Like every time it kind of bubbles up, you're like, no, we can't honor that. Like, I don't have the time right now. I've got work to do, or I've got to do this job, or I've got to do this deadline, or I've got to do this path, or whatever it might be. Like it's not, I'm hearing like it's not safe to kind of be free. So there might be a little bit around like kind of letting go of any negative conditioning around like freedom and being free to kind of like live your life the way you want and travel where you want and find inner fulfillment, because this freedom path is going to be highly fulfilling for you. So wow, I love that for you, pile number 2. Let's get a Goddess Dream card for you. There's a Goddess Dream card for pile 2. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, are we taking all of these? Okay, yep. So direction, where are you heading? Yup. Where are you heading? Exactly. So there's going to be some illumination around where you're heading. There's going to be something that's going to come to light around like your direction, around what path you want to go down. It's something that's going to be sort of quite prevalent for you, like quite on your mind. Yeah, so definitely keep an eye out. I'm getting, there's a lot of like animals on here. So maybe animal symbols or signs might, you know, things might come to you. Like I said, through dreams or through animals communicating, like seeing lots of animals. And that can be even like not necessarily in the physical. Like I said, if you live in a city or somewhere, you're not necessarily going to see an actual physical horse somewhere necessarily, but you might just start seeing pictures of horses, right, everywhere. And horses are symbolic of freedom, so, and movement and travel and that kind of thing. So like, you know, start tapping into like being open to seeing what kind of like signs and so forth that you're getting around your direction, because there's something around that where the universe is going to be very generous with you. This is a time to like step into your freedom. There are things that are available to you to like be able to step onto that path. And then we had in nature, we've got another horse, more horses here. Connect with nature. So yeah, going out into nature, being like having the freedom to like connect with the earth, connect with like the water, whatever it is. Like nature's going to be very illuminating for you. It's going to help clear away that brain fog, that like any kind of confusion around what your direction should be. That's going to really help with that. Pile number 2, and help you to feel more free as well. So even if like at the moment you're not able to say like, you know, get out and about, you know, you might have a commitment to a job, a day job or something like that. But, you know, even just being in nature will help you feel that energy of freedom at the moment, because like that's quite important for establishing the direction that you want to go into. If that's something you want to, you know, have that kind of freedom to be out in nature. It's something that I remember. I had a like almost 10-year corporate career in my 20s and into my early 30s, and it got to a point where I got quite burnt out, and during my lunch breaks I used to go and connect with nature wherever I could, even if I had to walk quite far to do it, and I could only be there for 10 minutes. At least I had like that 10 minutes of peace, and I used to kind of connect with the nature and be like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I'm actually noticing the change of the seasons. Whereas before I was like arriving to the office in the dark and leaving in the dark, because in the UK in winter it's like very little sunlight hours. And so I would like connect with the nature and be like, I want to build a lifestyle someday. I want to have the freedom to be able to connect with nature every day. I want to be able to like always be able to connect with nature. And now like it's like 10 years on almost, I have that. Like I literally am able to connect with nature every single day. Like I've built it into my business, I've built it into my lifestyle. So there might be something around like just getting out of the office, getting out of the house, whatever it is that you're feeling like is kind of making you feel kind of foggy and like sort of shut in. Like getting out into nature is going to be very healing for you and help you tap into that energy of freedom so that you can then create that further in your life. And then we've got moon law, ebb and flow. Yeah, again, I'm seeing someone like dreaming here and getting like lots of little kind of cosmic-y downloads from dreaming. So making sure you're getting enough rest, pile number 2, making sure you're not getting too burnt out. I'm getting rest is really important. Receiving insight through your dreams is important. And going with like the ebb and flow of natural energies. Being able to like maybe like manifesting with the moon, because we've got like a big full moon here and a big full moon here. This card's come out underneath this one. So yeah, manifesting with the moon could be quite significant or helpful for you. Pile number 3. Yeah, so doing whatever moon rituals you know you might want to do, whether that's like writing something and burning it or burying it or something like that at the full moon, or like releasing it into water, just connecting with nature, just going out into the forest or into whatever, even if it's a little tiny park or something, or a little green patch, whatever you have access to that's nature, around the time of the full moon, or doing some kind of journaling or something, some kind of ritual to acknowledge the moon is going to be quite potent for you and quite powerful for you. Yeah, and it'll help you tap into like what it is. I feel like also you're going to get some insights as to what it is that's going to bring you fulfillment if you don't already know what that is. I feel like most of you kind of already know, and you know that it involves a lot of like freedom and having the like sovereignty over your day and over your energy and over your location, but maybe you don't know exactly. So it might be that the thing that brings you fulfillment is just making sure you're like, you know, you can literally ask your dreams to give you messages. Like before you go to bed, you can journal, you can write it down, or you can even just connect with yourself and just be like, show me guidance in this dream as to what will bring me fulfillment, and see what comes through. And it might not come through the first night, but it will come through at some point. So that is what the universe wants to like generously give you. Like you have the ability to kind of like connect with that. So yeah, let me just see. I kind of feel like that's all the messages I've got for you. I'm going to finish up with this is from the Gabrielle Bernstein Spirit Junkie deck with some guidance. So pile number 2, have some guidance for pile 2. There we go. Got 2. Okay, so when I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. And we've got this little kind of deer kicking. So yeah, I feel like this is kind of connected with that in nature card, and like kind of movement, and like, yeah, getting out into nature, maybe moving your body, connecting with the seasons. That is going to help you feel empowered Yeah, it's going to help give you more clarity and feel stronger in your life for sure. And then I cherish every cell in my body. Yeah, so I feel like that's connected with that, like the rest and the sleep and like making sure you're like really doing the self-care stuff. I might get one more for you because I feel like there's another message. So yeah, a lot around like the opportunity that's coming is I feel like it's going to come through you kind of thing. Like it's going to be something that like when you least expect it, when you're out in nature or when you're sleeping or like when in a journaling session, it will just be like boom, you'll get this sort of like download or this like insight and illumination. Illumination can often be like a sort of almost like an epiphany. It's like you'll suddenly receive that, but in order to get there, there's just a little bit around needing to I guess like connect with nature, cleanse your energy, cherish yourself, self-care, get enough rest, ground your energy, that kind of thing. Like making sure you're really taking care of yourself so that you can receive that insight and that illumination as to like what you can do to find this freedom and this fulfillment. Let's see if there's one more to finish on. One more card to finish. Whoa, that one came flying out. Wow, I am in sync with the flow of life. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, I think sort of flowing, going with the flow a little bit, like things are going to flow to you, whether that's like I mentioned at the beginning with the ocean generosity. Some of you like going to receive like a flow of abundance in some way, like financial abundance, and it's about being really receptive to like receive that. So I think that's really that's kind of really about that, is about yeah, being able to go with the flow and being open to what abundance the universe might be trying to bring in, but making sure that you're really like cherishing yourself and caring for yourself, because I'm just picking up a bit of a vibe of some of you feeling a little bit burnt out maybe, or a bit like a bit knackered, or just brain foggy could be something. Yeah, just a little bit like struggling to take care of yourself or having enough time for self-care. So it's really important to like, yeah, really cherish yourself. Eat a lot of vegetables and is what I'm getting as well. Like eat really healthily, because that helps all your cells as well, making sure you're getting enough rest. Sorry, I know I feel like I keep banging on about that, but your guides are coming through really strong, or like your higher self's coming through really strong, being like pile 2 needs to like eat more fruit and vegetables. Which is like, I know, like the worst, you just don't want to come to a tarot reading and be told to eat fruit and veg. My goodness, it's not what you want to hear. I know, pile number 2, but I think it's really important for your vibration. That's the point, is like, you know, everything is energy, right? We are made up of energy. You know, fruit and vegetables like give you energy. They help your cells, they help your vibration to rise so that you can like, you know, clear out any fog, so that you can like get those insights that you need to be able to like, you know, feel more empowered, feel more energized, you know, have those ideas to like, you know, be able to find the freedom you want and the fulfillment that you want. Because the universe is trying to like, you've got these beautiful hands coming down. I feel like this is almost like the hands of the goddess with like all these stars like showering you. And remember, we had the heavy rain that just randomly fell just during your pile 2 that showered down earlier. It's like the universe is trying to shower you with stuff, but you're kind of in this foggy energy over here. You're in this slightly dark you're in this slightly dark kind of like, it can't get through because there's like a lot of like negative energy around you, or like kind of confusion, or yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is. It's like, or other people's energy or something. So yeah, getting out into nature, really important. Moving your body, exercising if you haven't been exercising, making sure you're going for walks. Like, you know, even if you have an office job or something, even if it's like, I don't know, you get off a train station earlier and you walk the rest of the way, or you go for a walk on your lunch break or your morning tea break or your afternoon break or something. There's something around needing to move, needing to eat a bit better, raise your vibration, feel more in sync with the flow of life, and you'll get the insight that you need to like find this freedom and this fulfillment. It is going to come through. It is a really potent time. And if you're in the flow, that generosity the universe is trying to give you, that's trying to rain down with these hands here, that's trying to like give this to pile 2. We're trying to give pile 2 some like support or some money or something, some blessings, some like energy, some creative ideas, some like business idea, or some like, you know, a new job opportunity that's somewhere. Like it's trying to give it to you, but you're kind of a bit blocked is what I'm getting. So yeah, I hope that resonated for you, pile 2. Please leave a message in the comment box below if it did. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I next upload a reading. Thank you so much for being here. It's been lovely to read for you today. All the best. Whoops, sorry, I keep knocking the camera. All the best with this new opportunity, and I will see you in the next reading. All my love. Bye. Hi there, pile number 3. If you chose the beautiful Lazy Revelation Goddess, this is going to be your reading. Wow, so pile number 3, right off the bat, the energy I'm getting is like the opportunity that's coming through for you is essentially some kind of like epiphany or revelation about something. Something's going to be revealed to you. Something's going to be like, I'm kind of getting this vibe of like a tapestry laid out in front of you, like, oh, okay, I see, like this is how all the bits that I'm meant to kind of weave together are going to go. Then that could be with anything. Like it could be a creative project. I'm getting some of you are creatives in some way. It could be like a business thing or a new project idea, or just with your whole life. It could be on a really micro level in terms of like, this is what I need to do for my routine, or this is like, I'm getting a vibe of something to do with a house, like this is how I need to decorate, or this is the house I need to buy, or this is where I need to move to, right through to like, this is what I need to do with my life kind of thing. Like really like, whoa, like a sort of download of like, oh my gosh, I think I finally get it. Like I think I finally understand like what I need to do, or what action I need to take, or like, yeah, I feel like the opportunity for you, pile 3, is quite an internal one. It's like a sort of an internal shift, but it is going to just poof, like come to you like this little, I'm getting like a genie in a bottle. We've got this with this goddess, she's holding her hand out, and there's this beautiful energy with this little kind of dragon energy and like this sparky electrical energy, and it's almost like a genie poof is like come out of a bottle, and it's like you're going to be able to ask that genie for a wish to come true, because this revelation is going to like lead to some kind of wish fulfillment is what I'm getting. So wow, that's really amazing. Let's I feel like for you, sorry, I said pile 2 then, pile 3, apologies. Let's go straight into the tarot actually, because I did the readings a bit differently for the other piles. I picked oracle cards, but I feel like for you, pile 3, we are going to get a little bit more insight with some tarot first, and then we'll get some oracle. So I am really curious to see what this revelation might be. I think it's going to be quite a big opportunity. So, whoopsie. Apologies. I'm traveling at the moment, so I've got a bit of a different setup. So apologies if I knock the camera. Let's try that again. Okay. So pile number 3. These cards are giants, really quite difficult to shuffle. So, woo! Okay, that one came out. 3 of Swords. Okay. I feel like that might be in your distant past. 5 of Wands. And Crone of Wands. And one more. Page of Cups. Beautiful energy. Wow. Okay, yeah. So I think for you, pile number 3, there's going to be some kind of revelation around, I feel like these two go together and these two go together, around something that's happened in the recent or distant past, around some kind of heartbreak or disappointment, or something that just didn't work out, that was quite emotionally upsetting for you. There's going to be, I feel like there's a lot of like with the purple and the blue. The purple is like the crown chakra, so spiritual energy, a lot of like spiritual healing coming through your heart. And we've got the rain coming down here as well, which is like very cleansing and purifying. So there's some kind of revelation that's going to like wash your heart out or cleanse your heart out or purify you of some kind of previous heartbreak or something. It's like you're going to get some kind of like, you're going to get some kind of revelation like about someone or something to make you feel like you made the right decision about something. It's kind of like there was some kind of, with this Five of Wands card, normally this speaks of, you know, kind of conflict and different people fighting. So maybe there was a conflict in your life that ended in some kind of heartbreak, but I kind of feel like this was more like you, different facets of yourself that are like been in a conflict around this situation, and you're gonna like wash that out and let that go. There's some kind of revelation here, and we've got a lot of purple energy on this card as well, which is very, like I mentioned, crown chakra, spiritual energy. So there's a lot of like spiritual healing coming through, cleansing energy, purifying energy, releasing all that conflict, releasing all that pain, all that heartbreak. I'm so sorry if you have been through this really recently. That's really rough, pile 3. And yeah, we've got 3 of Swords and your pile 3. So there's something around around the number 3. So yeah, maybe you've gone through something quite difficult, and yeah, that is just always so rough. But I feel like the revelation you're going to get is like vindicating, is what I'm getting. It's like you're going to feel like you were saved from something really bad. Like you're going to get some kind of insight about that situation that's going to be like, oh wow, like actually it might have felt like rejection at the time, but it's like rejection is the goddess's protection, right? Like rejection is divine protection. Like actually, like even though I felt all this inner conflict and turmoil around that situation, like, oh, maybe I should go back to them, or like, should we get back together, or like, should we try and push through this or something, or maybe like I did something wrong, or blah blah blah. But you're going to get some kind of like wisdom with that crone card. I'm getting this like wisdom around that relationship or around that situation or that circumstance. It might not have been a romantic relationship. It might have been some other kind. It could have been a friendship. It could have been like a work connection, just something that like led to emotional disappointment, something you were quite attached to that led to a lot of pain. Like maybe you were betrayed or stabbed in the back by someone or something. But there's just kind of an energy of like something was tearing you up and feeling like quite like creating a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of inner conflict, and that's going to be like cleansed out, washed away. You're going to get a lot of insight and revelation about that situation. You're going to receive a lot of wisdom with the crone, a lot of like insights around like, oh, okay, like I get why that had to happen. Like I get why that I had to let go of that. I get why that didn't really work out. I get why I need to just wash this person out of my life, or like let that conflict go, or clear that energy out. It was actually really toxic, or like that person's interests were not, it wasn't in my best interest. Like maybe you go to a reader or something, or you find something out through a friend of a friend about that person that's like really unsavory, or like something that's kind of like makes you sort of like, it's like the scales fall and you see them for who they truly are, and you're like, wow, okay, I don't want any part of that actually. And you get this sort of wisdom. I'm seeing here as well, this Crone of Wands has got this this journal on, or a book or something on her lap, and it's like, I feel like maybe through journaling this revelation might come, or through reading something, like maybe you pick up a book about like I'm getting, this is a very specific book, so this might be for like one person, but like if you've read the book, I think it's called Attached, and it's about different attachment styles, and you might read that and be like, oh, like, okay, so say you're insecure attached, say you have an insecure attachment style. I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying, like, for example, you read that book because it talks about the different attachment styles, and you read, I'm an insecure attachment style. Oh my gosh, that totally resonates. Like, yes, I have all the, you know, characteristics of that. And like this person who broke my heart, like they were an avoidant, for example, and like kind of the worst sort of match for someone with insecure, because they just couldn't like meet my needs, and there was just created a lot of inner turmoil and conflict and arguments between us, or something like that. That's just an example. Like, I'm not saying this is the case, you know, take it as it resonates. It's a very specific example, so it might literally be for one person, but the point is that you'll be guided, you'll have some kind of revelation through a book or through writing or through learning some kind of wisdom or downloading your own kind of internal wisdom, or through, say, going to a crone type person like a reader or someone with a lot of intuitive power or something that like gives you some sort of revelation or insight about this situation that helps you to walk away from it and let it go and cleanse it out. It's like you'll get some kind of spiritual like wisdom that's like, okay, I see that. Because you can even see from the way she's sitting here, she's got like this it's like I'm getting like she's boundaried now. It's like she's got a staff in the ground, like, yep, like I have boundaries in place. I have this barrier up now against, see, it's against like all of that, right? It's like, nope, I'm kind of carving that part of my life. Like I'm separating from it, you know, like you're still looking at it. Like there's still some insight maybe to be gleaned from it, but it's like you're setting a boundary. And I keep feeling the need to like push these two cards over here and those two cards over there, which is quite strange. But like, I feel like it's like the revelation. In fact, I'm going to even do this. This is your past. This is the revelation you're going to get. This is the opportunity that's coming to you. You're going to receive some clarity and some insight about this, and you're going to be moving towards the Page of Cups, which is this beautiful, innocent energy of like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, I love this for you. Oh my goodness. Pile 3. Okay, so I'm getting this person is like throwing a fish back in the sea. It's like you hooked someone or something, whether it was a person, a romantic person, a friendship, or a situation, or a work thing, that is like, you know, you hooked a fish, but like now you're throwing it back in the sea. And look, there's another little fish that's swimming towards you. So as you release this heartbreak, the revelation you're going to have is like, okay, that's not meant for me. I've got to let this go. I've got to release this. I've got to let myself be kind of like purified. Let yourself grieve. Like with all the rain, it's like symbolic of tears. Like let yourself grieve that situation. You know, you'll receive the revelation that will help you work through the conflict, and let that fish go, let that situation go. And then as you let that one go, another one is going to come towards you. There's going to be an offer of something that's emotionally fulfilling, something that's like going to bring you joy and like love, and like it's really kind of innocent and sweet, and it's like a little like yeah, it's just like a really sweet, innocent offer kind of thing that is going to come to you, that is going to be available to you. So wow, that is an amazing reading, and totally not what I expected at all. Pile number 3, incredible. Let's get some more cards. Let's get some oracle cards for you now. So an oracle card for pile 3. This is from the Sacred Feminine Oracle deck. Oops, sorry. Keep knocking the camera. An oracle card for pile 3. Wow. Wild. Yeah, and we've got, interesting, we've got another fish, or more fish here, but these are sharks. So like, yeah, tapping into kind of that wild nature. Because I feel like maybe whoever this person was, you might discover that actually they were like suppressing natural parts of you, and you didn't maybe realize it at the time, but like maybe that was what was causing a lot of conflict, whether it was with that person or that situation or that job or something, or internally. But like you have all this beautiful energy. You have this authentic, wild, natural part of yourself, and I feel like that was being almost like conditioned out of you, or like, yeah, you weren't allowed to express it or something. And there's a need to kind of like, the part of the revelation is like, actually, I need to be my true self again. I need to be this wild self. I need to be this rebellious self. So there's something around tapping back into like your wild energy again. Let's see if there's anything else. Pile 3. Anything else from the Sacred Feminine Oracle for pile 3? Yeah, wow, exactly. Something about expressing yourself and feeling empowered as well. You're gonna, as a result, as a result of this revelation, which is the opportunity that's coming to you, and releasing all of this past situation, you're gonna be able to express your true self, your true your true authentic nature. You're going to be able to like share that and express that a lot more. And you're going to feel so much more empowered. It's like letting go of that is going to re-empower you. Like releasing that, healing that, clearing that out is going, and like sort of gleaning the wisdom that you can get is going to like, lead to tapping back into your true authentic self, expressing that true authentic self, and feeling so much more empowered in the process. It's like you're going to find your sort of true north with that kind of compass energy here. It's like pointing towards your like true north, your true destiny, which I think also is this little fishy that's kind of swimming towards you. It's like there's someone else, there's something else, whether it's a job, a person, a friend, there's something so much more meant for you that's so much better, that's going to allow you to be your true self. It's going to allow you to express your true self. It's going to allow you to feel so much more empowered. And this could be like, I was reading this a lot to do with a romantic situation, because that was the kind of vibe I was picking up with the Three of Swords. But I'm also getting now that for some of you, this could be like, like a job situation that you're leaving that was, you were really quite emotionally attached to it. And there was a lot of conflict maybe in the workplace, or toxicity, or backstabbing, or like really just horrible energies. And you're getting this revelation about like letting that go, walking away from it, finding your own path, like finding your own wisdom, because Crone of Wands, that's equivalent to King of Wands, which is a lot to do with like having that kind of sovereignty over your life, over like your passions, like stepping into like your passions. I'm getting the vibe of like someone maybe being a writer, like you're leaving some kind of job or something to devote yourself to like writing, or like writing a memoir, or like something along those lines, something that brings you a lot of creative fulfillment. And we've got the expressive, Wild. It's like you're actually the novel Wild, if you've not read it or seen the film, that might be significant. That's a memoir by Cheryl Strayed, in case you don't know. But literally I was just getting with that word there, wild. It's like that might be kind of what you're doing. You're going out into the wild. You're going to go like hiking, or, go on some kind of journey or something to like let go of something that happened, and like find your true self, find your true expression. And that's going to like really empower you going forward. So, wow. Incredible energy, pile 3. You are coming into quite a powerful time. Definitely coming into a powerful time, that Crone of Wands and the empowered card, but also a very sweet time as well with that Page of Cups. Something very sweet is going to come towards you. That little fishy. Oh, love that for you. Okay, so let's have a look at the guidance. Here we go. I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. Yeah, I think like you've been in an environment, whether it was in a partnership or a marriage or a workplace or a friendship group, that those people or that person or that group they were not happy people. They were not happy people who need to fight with people, or people who need to like bring someone down, or like, sort of block someone's true instinctual nature, is not someone who's happy. It's not someone who's, they're not happy within themselves, so they bring people down. So part of this going into the wild, or going on this sort of journey, is like finding other happy people who actually inspire you and help you express yourself, because I do feel like you've got a lot of creative expression within you, pile 3. There's a lot there to like there's a lot of ideas that you've got. There's a lot of inner passion that you've got to like share with the world, to express, and you can be really great in that. But it's like you maybe just haven't been in the right environment with the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. There's been a lot of inner turmoil, or just people keeping you down, or not people who aren't there for like your greatest good or there to inspire you. They're just like there to kind of drain you, I feel like. Part of this new revelation, this new period you're shifting towards, is finding happy people who inspire you to be great and bring out your wild self. Let's see, can we get another message for pile 3? Anything else? Any guidance? Whoa! Whoops. Yeah, all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Yeah, I think there's something around this, like expressing your true self, that maybe I did pick up some of you might have been like possibly belittled, or like there's some kind of fear energy, some kind of energy where other people have like blocked you from expressing your true self. Maybe they've projected a lot of their fears onto you. So there's something around like needing to kind of excavate that and find those things that you love again. And that could be what this revelation is, which is why there's this sort of old life, almost like this is previous self. Then you have this revelation of like, nah, screw what other people think. I want to do what I love. I want to express my true self. I want to like go off on this adventure and like, re-empower myself and like, do what I really love, what brings me emotional fulfillment. So, wow, I love that journey for you, part 3. And to finish off, we have got, let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. Yeah, I feel like that's really linked with that revelation card, is like you are going to get some revelation about that past, about your past, or about this past pain or this situation. I think this is kind of like, it's quite linked with this card. It's like you can see she's like out in nature. There's like a sunset. There's like little animals. There's plants. She's got this like wand, connecting with the earth energy. And she's got a book, like a journal. Like, if you're still and connected with yourself, like you'll be able to find the truth about what that situation was and why you went through it and what you need to glean from it and why you needed to like grieve it or let it go. It's like the truth will come out. Like the truth will come to you when you're ready for it, when you're kind of in that still place or in that place where you're ready to receive it. So there is going to be some kind of quite big revelation, that's going to really help you to like, yeah, step into the truth of who you are, step into your power, step into your true self-expression, and bring you like true emotional fulfillment that you deserve, pile number 3, because I really feel like you've been through it here with the 3 of Swords, whether that's something you're going through right now, or something from the past. There's still some kind of healing to be done to like, let that go and heal it. But I feel like that's all the messages I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that resonated for you. Please leave a comment below if it did. I always reply to all my comments. I love, love, love hearing from you. Thank you so much for being here, for all the likes and the subscribes. Don't forget to hit the subscription button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I next upload a reading. Excuse me. And thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next reading. All my love. Bye.